up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Kim Congdon Takeover. I'm your host, Kim Congdon.
Bzz, bzz, bzz. Oh,
wrong pod. I'm here with one of my best friends. You know him from the Josh Potter Show. He's one of the funniest guys in the world. It's Josh Potter. He's waving for the audio.
Oh, sorry.
listeners.
Yeah, audio people listening at home. Waves.
Hello.
Josh waves.
I invited Josh over to do, he's visiting Austin right now, and I invited him over to do a podcast, and then I made him come in and watch 45 minutes. I was like, the end of this movie is coming up, and I didn't realize it was still an hour left.
You were in the beginning of the movie.
And I was like, we have to watch it. It is insane.
Also, the movie, the length was of Dune's length. It was so long.
Yeah.
And it was like a rom-com. Or
There
not a
was
rom-com.
nothing funny about
Wait,
it.
it wasn't a rom-com. Yeah, it was a, well, how would you describe it? A drama?
A sad,
About
romantic
abuse?
drama about maybe abuse.
Speaking of
But
abuse, before
definitely
the
abuse.
comment section gets a hold of me, this is a
Uh-oh.
very loose-fitting hoodie. I want everyone to
Oh my
know.
God, he's been stressing about this hoodie.
I feel like it makes me look massive.
I think you're fine, Josh. You're like in your head about this hoodie.
God, I'm so fat. I'm going to fix it.
Are you going on a diet?
I don't need to go on a diet. I eat fine. I need to like stop being so sloven and sloth-like.
You
and
need to
go-
move your body.
I got to go to the gym
That's the most important
and
part.
walk.
I think
more.
they say.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
Oh, yeah.
hard. It's hard. Even
I'm
an hour
sure.
walk a day helps. That's what you should be doing.
I do that already, but
You do? You walk an hour a day?
I mean, maybe not a whole hour every day, but I walk quite a bit. I don't drive, so.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. So yeah, you work out a lot. Fuck, dude. Live your life. Your Aviator Nation jacket's not. It's fine. How much did that jacket cost? Like $600.
$200 because,
Oh my
but
God.
here's the thing: I didn't pay $200 for it. There's a gig in Venice
I've done it.
that you do,
I have
and
the
then they
pants.
go, you get a $200, or no, they say like a $250
Gift card.
gift card basically for doing the show, and you could buy stuff right there,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh my God, $250! I'm gonna buy a hoodie. I'm gonna buy this, that. You think you're gonna get like 3 things?
Yeah.
And this one hoodie costs. I have like $9.
But it's also, I bet, very soft, right?
no, it's one of my favorite hoodies I wear.
Yeah,
all
the
time.
sweatpants I have are one of my favorite sweatpants, and I was pissed because I could only afford the sweatpants, and I couldn't get the hoodie too. And now it's my favorite pair of sweatpants. So, Aviator Nation, if you're listening, send some fucking merch.
They're not gonna do that.
You're mean.
It has nothing to do with you. Aviator Nation's like, oh, see, they're already talking about us. We don't need to send them anything. This
Why? We'll
dipshit's
wear it
wearing
more.
I
When
wear
people
this.
send me merch I like, I wear it on stage. I wear it on podcasts.
This hoodie's comfortable, but it's not flattering, and I don't usually wear it in public.
It's a good airport
It's
hoodie.
like it is a good airport hoodie for
good-
sure.
my
I've done that.
My sweatpants are airport pants.
I don't do sweatpants at the airport.
Why?
I did it once, and I just did not feel comfortable. I feel like I'm in a bad dream where I'm like, oh my God, I
In
wore
your
my
pajamas
outside. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think like sweatpants are a little more casual when women wear them.
I
It
wore
seems
gray,
like more normal.
like the gray,
not Josh
stereotypical.
dick teasing with the gray sweats.
Well,
at
and
the-
then
at
Annie was
LAX.
Annie was like, "You look really great in those gray sweatpants," and I'm like, "That's weird." I was like, "That's weird that you're like."
You should wear gray sweatpants more then. If a
I
girl
guess I
tells you
should.
you should look really great in something, you should start dressing in that.
Another
thing. If
girl-
a hot girl tells you that,
A girl that I was actually like romantically involved with, she
Oh.
saw me in the gray sweatpants, and she was like, "Your ass looks great in those," and I was like, "Thank you." I have a nice ass, apparently, or had.
okay, you
in
gotta bring
2021.
back the gray sweats. We want Josh in hashtag gray
I don't
sweats.
feel comfortable in them. though.
Hashtag set.
I'll wear
Hashtag-
them around the house or whatever. But
No,
not-
you gotta start rocking the gray sweats out on 6th Street.
Oh God! Could
You gotta
imagine?
go
To a
ride the
bar?
bull in some gray sweats.
Oh my God, that would be so. I always just feel like, I don't know, they're gonna show some fluids or some.
What?
Like
Are
if
you
I
coming
pee-
all over your
If I
pants?
pee a little. Or
Oh, if
something,
you pee a little.
I feel like the drippies.
That happens to me all the time.
What if you get a couple drippies on there? They show gray sweatpants are.
Do you guys get
unforgiving.
drippies a lot?
I do some, especially in sweatpants, because you're pulling your. I mean, I'm a fly guy. I know this is a controversial stance.
Wait, what is?
For guys. Some guys are animals, and they undo their whole belt in buttons at the urinal. And
What
then
do you do, babe?
fly? Yeah, thank you.
You just pull your dick out of your
You
fly.
pull your dick out of your fly. That's what it's there for.
Does it like bend out?
I go over,
do you mean
like
bend
over the
out?
top of the
Like-
underwear, but through the fly.
No, my that's why your underwear has a fly
Is your
too.
dick right where your fly is?
I mean, you pull it out.
You have to like get in there and like
soft.
kind of.
It's not like you're
feels like
pulling
you
out a
got to kind
hard
of fish
dick.
it out that way.
You do got to fish it out.
Oh, that's a lot.
No, you just
fishing
pull
it
out.
Fishing it out of a fly. Is that why they call it fly fishing?
I don't think so.
Oh.
That would be. That's not. I mean, what's the difference between that and then like pulling it out over all the stuff?
Because then it's like you pull your pants down and it comes like naturally down. You're like scooping your fingers in there and shit to get it out.
No one's scooping anything. You just pull it out like you would. Otherwise, you're pulling everything down. And
I guess
going over
zippers
it.
for guys are probably longer than what I'm thinking our zippers are.
I mean, I'm not gonna show you, but it's not.
No, I'm good.
No, I'm good.
Don't unzip for me, my friend.
Yeah. No, it's. I don't understand. People don't go the fly though. So my point is, I forget what my point was.
Well, we were talking about fly zippers versus
so drippies.
hole pullers.
So yes,
drippies.
putting it back in sometimes, especially with sweatpants, because you're going over everything. You're like pinching underneath. I feel like, and then when you put it back in, it's like when you undo a hose, it just leaks out a little bit.
You like toothpaste the last last little bit of pee out.
So every guy's pair of pants has a little pee in it.
Not necessarily. I'm saying though, when it comes to sweatpants and over the top with the elastic band, like underneath your fucking taint or whatever, or your fucking on your sack.
So dudes be getting drippies.
You get some drippies.
Y'all be dripping.
It's what was that movie where they make fun of the guy who has the drippies? And it's like, I know this guy's an anxious guy. Look at the fucking drip, because he was like at the urinal, can't spend two seconds shaking his dick.
Oh,
because he's got to get back to work.
Oh, I see.
I forget what that was making.
So if you shake it enough, it don't drip.
Yeah,
you can hose it out. You can probably
you can sit there for a couple extra minutes.
It.
Yeah.
How long have you seen someone
drain it?
How long have you seen someone dry their puddle?
I've stood there and shook them many a time.
Really? For how long? What do you think's the longest you've shaken?
A long pee, you go like, and you get the like shivers, and then you're like,
shivers.
You don't get the shivers when you pee?
No, I've gotten the shivers when I've shat before.
Ours is so like one stream. So it's like sometimes when there's a lot and you have to go very badly, you're like, it's like, get it all out. You know what I'm saying? And then you're like, at the end.
I have this problem where I hold in my pee for so long. And if I need to pee, I'll just wait a few hours.
Okay. This doesn't sound good for you.
No, but it feels so good once you finally pee. It's so worth the anxiety of how.
I hate that period of time where you go like, I might not make it.
Oh, yeah. That doesn't happen too often for me. My bladder can hold. Heavy.
Damn. All right.
We drove, 11 hours to Missouri?
Sounds like you're dehydrated.
And we stopped twice.
No, I mean, I'm the
Maybe
same way.
am.
Like, I
drink a Coke Zero.
Somebody, I forget who it was that I flew with one time. They were like, you didn't go to the bathroom once. And I was like, yeah, I'll go to the bathroom when I get off the plane. They're like, it was 5 hours.
Yeah, sometimes I do that.
So do I. Every time, I feel like. I don't go to the bathroom on a plane.
Who needs to go? And then, the people that are getting up multiple times.
Oh, my God.
My God, how much do you need to?
That's
why
Sarah.
Sarah needs to pee more than I've ever seen
on like a
anyone.
2-hour flight?
Sarah will pee on a 2-hour flight minimum of 5 times.
What?
I give her a minimum of 3 to no. Okay, not minimum. Maximum to 5.
That's just busy work, though. She's like, I need to be doing something. I'm sitting here.
Yeah, she loves an errand, even if it's emptying her bladder.
Yeah, but
I feel like she doesn't even need to pee, and she's like, I should probably be peeing every 3 hours. So she goes and pushes. She like pushes one out, but it's a pee. She pushes out pee.
That's crazy.
She's
to get
pushing
up
pee.
I don't want to. If I have to get up at all,
she's pushing pee.
I get like annoyed when the flight attendants ask me too many. Like, I'll say,
"Oh my God, how many snacks do we need to offer?" I need to see you twice.
What snack round is this? Like, I don't need your Biscoff cookie.
Can we bring back pushing the light when you want a snack? Do we need to go up and down the aisles obnoxiously?
I don't need you coming around like a fucking hobo selling me socks on the subway every 2 seconds.
I say you do one in the beginning of the flight, let people get their snacks, and then after that, people should be asking if they want more.
Also, if I'm like this, where my glasses are like here and my hat is like here, I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't need a fucking drink or a snack on this 2.5 hour
You don't want to
flight.
be woken up? What's your flight snack drink choice?
I don't get anything.
Never?
Raw dog.
You raw dog whole flight?
Unless I'm in first.
Do you get water?
No.
Hold on. Do you watch TV?
By the way, if you get water, they only pour water into a cup. You don't
Yeah.
even get like a bottle of water.
I know that part makes me
I
sick.
go, thanks.
Yeah.
Like that did anything.
Yeah, I'd like to have a bottle to sip on throughout the flight.
Can I have a bottle of water? Like a fucking refugee gets a better thing than a guy on a plane who's thirsty. I'm like, I don't want to
Dude,
drink
they
your
give bottles
soda.
of waters to like prisoners of war, I think.
I can get a fucking
He's like, no, definitely not.
deuce of soda if I wanted it.
Dumped on their face through a towel.
Yeah, true. But at least it's from a bottle.
Yeah, yeah,
It's filtered.
it's
Yeah.
more water than just. I mean, they have their huge water bottles and they go glug glug glug, but they put like 4 drops into a cup, and then you're like, thank you. Give me a bottle cap next time. For Christ's sake.
Yeah, it makes me.
But I don't watch
sick.
movies or nothing. I don't.
Nothing.
No.
Do you at least put on the thing that tells you where the plane is? That thing's
Yes.
cool.
But I listen to
Sometimes I put that on the whole flight.
music or something. But then I'm trying to sleep. I want to be out the entirety of the flight.
The second the plane starts getting in the sky, I kind of pass out. I kind of involuntarily, like I get kind of drowsy. I don't know what it is. When I get really high, I get really drowsy. I think
Yeah.
it's probably an oxygen thing. And then I start getting, and then I pass out. And then I sort of, this is how a usual flight goes for me. And then I sort of wake up in a drooly panic.
Yeah.
Like in a jarring way like that. And then scare everyone around me. And then I wipe my
You go,
face.
"Ah!"
Yeah.
You just get terrified. That's
Yeah.
fun. I do that too. Sometimes I get, because I used to like take Xanax every time I flew. And I was like, I need it. And I was like, I didn't need it. I was just putting myself into a zombie state every time I flew. And I would be like, and then I'd wake up and I'd be like, "Ugh." But I would be, that's why I get the window seat so I don't bother anybody. A really pretty girl fell asleep on my shoulder the one time, and it was like, I was like, this is, I didn't want to move at all.
You're
And I was like,
no, I want to
please
hear your inner
never,
thoughts.
I was like, please never wake up. I was like, stay
I
like
want you
this
to
forever.
die on my shoulder.
I was like, what if she just like, all of a sudden just like reaches over and like puts her arm around me and then like puts her nose in my neck, like she just forgets where she is and she's like loving it so, because she was like on me and I was like, I wanted to like hold her.
No, Josh, I feel like I'm very deeply inside of an intimate moment inside your mind right now.
It was the most.
I feel like I just watched that and I'm blushing hearing the whole thing.
I was like,
that
I've
you
like
want.
slept with a few women since then, or like before then, or whatever, like around the same.
You still think about the girl that napped on your shoulder.
Yes, that was like the most intimate thing I've ever like. I was like, oh my god.
And then
I've
did
been
it feel like you
craving
were
this.
flying with someone somewhere? You're
Yes.
like, we're traveling
I
together.
was like, yeah.
And you were like, me and my
All
wife.
the-
That's good manifestation, I think. I think that's good practice.
But it was like such. It felt so good that it was like some sort of like level of intimacy that I knew I was like, I've been craving this.
Dude, did she fall asleep on your shoulder on purpose, or did she sort of fall
No,
asleep
she
and
was,
slowly like slide
Yes, and
down
then
to
she
your
kept,
shoulder?
like,
When she
inching.
wasn't by your shoulder, but she was sliding down, where you're like, please slide down, please slide.
No, I
Please
didn't.
get deeper in me.
I honestly didn't.
And at the last inch, did you give an inch? Like you kind of came in like to finish it off?
I honestly didn't take notice until it made contact, and I was like, and she was just kind of like nestling, and I'm like, oh my god. And then I was like,
Were
please
you
don't
like, please let this plane crash and let us die together?
And then like my arm was falling asleep, so I kind of like moved a little bit, and she woke up like, and I was like, damn it. I was so sad when she woke up. And then
Would you have rather risked your arm sleeping for longer?
Yes.
This is so romantic.
But then I was like, should I introduce myself to her? Should I say something? I was like, you can sleep there. I don't know, like, what would I say?
Is that what you said?
I didn't say anything. I was like
You didn't
trying
say
to
anything?
run. I was trying to run through things in my mind, but I wanted her not to be embarrassed, so I
Was
acted
she
like I didn't
embarrassed?
notice. A little, you could tell like a little bit, because she like went to the other side. Like basically, she was like, oh, and she like, you know, she didn't go back to sleep for a minute, but then she didn't come back. And she
Oh,
was like
no.
kind of like making sure she wasn't gonna.
Were you kind of tugging at her shirt to get her to kind
I
of
was like,
topple back over to your
I
side?
wanted to be like, it's okay, but I didn't say anything.
There was 1,000 words you could have said, and you said none of them.
And then when we got off the plane, she like sprinted. And
She was gone.
Yeah, she had a connection. I heard her talking.
I think,
to another
yeah, I
person.
think you had a connection.
Oh, I had a connection.
That was
But yeah, that was.
crazy.
I mean, I'm standing there. O'Hare Airport to me is weirdly romantic.
It's one of my favorite airports ever.
People shit on it, and I think
Airports
it's
are romantic,
beautiful.
and airports aren't romantic; they're horny. When you're single and you're traveling and you see other single traveling people, you're
O'Hare
like,
just
"What
always
up?"
looks like Christmas
at
time.
airports.
And then when it is Christmas time,
Yeah. You meet someone in an airport bar, you can have a connection.
yeah.
I
You
bet
can.
so many babies were made at a Chili's at an airport. Like
I see
from
a-
just like a fucking blackberry margarita at an airport Chili's or some shit.
That'd be hot. Who are you fucking in the airport Chili's, though?
No, I'm saying just meeting there.
The Orlando airport Chili's just closed. It's now a McCoy's.
What the fuck is a McCoy's?
They're trying to do away with chains. I feel like all the chains are just changing names.
They
and they're
can't
like,
change Chili's.
They're bringing back Chi-Chi's. Remember that?
No.
That was
sounds like a Puerto Rican woman's dog.
Chi-Chi's was like another chain restaurant, Mexican chain restaurant. I feel like Chili's wasn't Mexican, was it?
No, Chili's was Tex-Mex originally.
But then it just became like Applebee's.
Yeah. It was originally supposed to be Tex-Mex stuff. And what was it? It was chili. It was originally chili.
I never had
Chili's was originally a guy that was in chili contests in Texas.
I never had the chili
in
at Chili's.
Arlington. And he would. Why are you saying no?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Chili's was a guy, I think from. Can you fact check me? He was a guy from Arlington who would win all these chili contests, and then he started his own restaurant.
And he named it Chili's.
And he named it Chili's. And he's from Texas. I think that's it. And they have fucking good ass, amazing Southwestern egg rolls with avocado ranch and a really good blackberry margarita. It's the second time I've brought it up. If you go to Chili's, get the blackberry margarita. Also, I've been wanting to go to Chili's because
I went there in Yuma couple
it
weekends
good?
ago, the first weekend of December. It was fine. It was fun because we were like at the end of our road trip, and it was like we had an early show, and it was like, let's just go to fucking Chili's afterwards.
You
And
know, I
then
almost convinced.
I did have a margarita.
Was it good?
Yes.
Their margaritas are good.
And then I went to bed at like 11:30 and slept like an angel.
Yeah.
I was so tired from the
Yeah,
driving.
dude. I feel like you could go to sleep earlier a few nights. You stay out late.
I know.
You're a night owl.
I am.
I'm like, sometimes I'm saying bye to you and it's like 1:40 and you're like, what? You're going home?
I just got here.
I just got here, dude. This is only my fourth beer.
I forget who somebody was saying that about me the other day. They were like, oh, Josh, he'll be here to the end.
Yeah, Josh stays all night.
Oh, yeah, it was you. It was at the Comedy Store.
Yeah. Someone was like, did Josh leave? I was like, Josh doesn't leave. You don't have to worry.
Yeah.
Josh will be, you're the most secure person at a party. I know you'll be there. I'm like, at least Josh will be here.
I do. I got to the Comedy Store Christmas party like 5 minutes early.
Yeah.
And they like wouldn't let me in yet kind of thing. And I was like,
no.
'Cause it was like-
Josh. Charles, did you hear that?
it was true. Like, I was like, oh my God, I got here I'm like here at the like rope dropping the holiday
He
party
got
right
to
now.
the Comedy Store party too early and they wouldn't let him in yet.
Because they were still doing their employee, like the wait staff and the bartenders. And
Oh,
the-
did they have like their
they
own
were
party
doing
before?
their own like Secret Santa beforehand. So they were like, we're not letting people in yet. And I was like, oh God, I'm that guy. I got here too early. And I'm going to be here till the end.
Yeah. You got there at 6. You left at 5.
I was like, it's okay. I have no family.
I'll just be here. They could see you through their doors while they're opening up the Secret
Yeah.
Santas.
Or the Hal Moore of the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
Who is
First in,
that?
I don't know what that
last
means.
Who is that?
First in, last out.
out. Oh, we were soldiers. I guess.
Oh, yeah. We were soldiers. Okay.
How more? How?
Hal.
Hale.
Hal.
Hal.
Yeah.
How? How more?
Yeah.
All right, whatever. Gives a fuck. How was
That's
the
a white
Christmas
guy
party
name.
when you finally got in?
Great.
It was
Best party of the year.
Best party of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what? I think we're dropping this episode on Christmas.
I have a Christmas episode coming out too on Christmas, and
This
boy,
guy's
no
been
one's gonna watch.
one-upping me all day. You know what I say?
That's not a one up. It's also
just
it's just
kidding.
like
I'm
no one's
just
watching
kidding.
pods on Christmas. I fear.
No one's watching pods on Christmas? Oh,
I
I
feel like
guess
that's
you're
a thing.
right. Well, there's going to be some people that are not celebrating Christmas listening.
I went to
and-
many Christmas parties, and on Christmas Day, if you're watching this on the day it's released, on the Christmas is a Wednesday.
Hold on, I'm having a...
I'll continue talking.
No, hold on.
Christmas is a Wednesday. Doesn't this come out on Thursdays?
It's been drinking whiskey. Yeah, Christmas is a Wednesday. My shows come out on Wednesdays.
Oh, okay.
So this is the Christmas episode. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas! I guess we should have started this way. It's Christmas!
I did all my Christmas parties. I did so many fun ones. I feel like I've in the time between us taping this and it coming out, I have another one. And I've
How's
been
it
on a
been?
real bender.
Oh, Christmas party then. The holidays are for being an alcoholic.
But then on Christmas, the day this comes out, you can catch me on twitch.tv/Josh
Hell yeah.
Potter. I'm going to be streaming college football all day. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not doing
You're not
anything.
going to your family?
No, I did that for Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
So I can't wait to do nothing on Christmas but play college football.
I know it's driving you
I'm on
crazy
there
that
right
I'm
now.
touching the mic, but it's falling. And
Just tighten it here.
hold on.
This year to save you from
think I have to, like-
tears. Just hold it.
Now it's tight. Hold on.
Yeah.
Now it's tight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crank it.
I had to crank it. Crank it!
Crank
Bop
it,
it.
bop it, twist it.
Wait, so it's the Christmas episode.
Lick it.
I guess I should have planned for this. What was your favorite gift you ever got growing up?
Probably Nintendo NES. It blew my mind because my dad did the whole thing where
He ended Christmas.
no, like in the morning, I got like an empty box that was just the Nintendo box, and he's like, Santa must have forgot it, and I was like
No, what?
devastated. And then like when the family all came over, like later in the day, he was like, "There's something in the hallway," and then I went out there and it was a Nintendo.
Hold on. I know this is a core memory for you.
Yeah.
But isn't it kind of sick to make your son think that Santa forgot
Yeah,
your
like a
gift
little
and
prank.
then on Christmas for how many hours did you think Santa
At least like
all day?
from like probably, I don't know, 9 a.m. till 1 in the afternoon.
That's too long. That's too long to suffer on Christmas.
It was like a big LOL too. Everyone that came over, he's like, "Yeah, Santa get him the box, but forgot to put the Nintendo in the box." And everyone's like, "Oh, that guy."
He's been drinking this year. Santa's on a bender.
Yeah. So my dad was doing little pranks. It's not like we videoed it or anything for
Yeah.
TikTok or
No,
something.
but still, you were all sad for 4 hours on Christmas. That's a
I got
big,
other presents. I was okay, but I was like, man, I really wanted a Nintendo.
I guess that makes it better. The fact the whole time you're like, it would have been
And then
so
when I got
sick.
it, my face melted. I was like, let's plug it in right now. I was obsessed. And I'm on twitch.tv.
And now I'm still
Yeah,
playing
look
that same Nintendo.
No, I would.
I saw a really sad story on Reddit. Have you seen the Ghost Mario Kart thing or the Ghost Racing thing on Reddit?
No.
About a kid that grew up with his dad and they would always play, I think it was like Mario Kart or something, but when the game's over, the characters, their ghosts play the game on their own until you sign back in.
Yeah.
And babe, do you have my phone or can I see your phone and Google something, please?
Why?
I need you to read you this Reddit thing. It's really sad.
Oh, thank you.
It's really
Can't wait.
Dude, it's really sad and I don't want to fuck it up. I don't want to fuck up telling it, but it's hold on. I'll pull it up right now. Okay. My girlfriend's a bitch.
Merry
Why were you
Christmas.
Googling that, babe?
Merry Christmas. Time to cry.
Reddit, dad, son, video game.
What's inside your
Yes.
little menagerie here?
Okay, here it is. I found it. Oh, I built this.
That's crazy.
Chuck got it for me and it came in.
Was it like a
Me and
little,
Angie built it.
It's one of those things where it's like, let's keep girls busy.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It was a keep
Are
girls
you a
busy.
puzzle like Legos girl?
I'm like a this girl. Like
have,
I
like,
like
80
miniature things. I like
Yeah.
clay. I like drawing. I like some watercolors.
That's wild.
Okay, you ready? When I was 4, my dad bought a trusty Xbox, the first ruggedy blocky one from 2001. We had tons and tons of fun playing all kinds of games together until he died when I was just 6 years old. I couldn't touch that console for 10 years, but once I did, I noticed something. We used to play a racing game, Rally Sports Challenge. Actually, pretty awesome for the time it came. You remember that game?
I don't remember. I know the game, but I never played it.
And once I started meddling around, I found a ghost, literally. When a time race happens and the fastest lap so far gets recorded as a ghost driver, you guessed it, his ghost still rolls around the track to this day. So I played and played and played until I was almost able to beat the ghost, until one day I got ahead of it. I surpassed it and I stopped right in front of the finish line just to make sure I wouldn't delete it. Isn't that very so? Hold on.
Delete it.
I'm gonna need a minute.
Oh, because
if he passed the ghost that goes away and his dad's been playing since he died on the.
God.
I'm gonna need a second.
That is crazy. I made sure to stop at the last. What if it gets deleted? He'd cry forever.
I know. I'd fuck it up and not stop and be like, "Why did I even do it? Why?"
So competitive.
Why did I would just beat him? Be like, "Ha ha, dead bitch! I beat you."
That's cool.
Isn't that emotional?
Yeah, that's tough.
Cry.
Cry.
Feel something.
It's not gonna give me.
What's the last video that made you cry?
Oh, I get got online a lot. And it's like I'm in a certain mood and I see.
I would love to see what makes you tear up in bed at night.
I got one right here.
Do you? One. Okay. You're going to have to send it to me too.
It's Josh Allen talking to.
Who's Josh Allen?
He's the quarterback of the Buffalo Bills, but he goes to a children's hospital. Oh my God, I'm going to find it. So Josh Allen also forgot to. So after the Rams game, he saw a kid in the crowd and gave him his hat.
Okay.
But there was a kid next to him that had a big Josh Allen sign, and then that kid didn't get acknowledged. He started crying. So Josh Allen called him on FaceTime.
Called him a faggot. Stop crying, you little bitch.
No, he called him on FaceTime, and he said, "I'm sorry, I missed your sign." And the kid was like, "Thank you." It was fucking. I'm gonna find it.
That's what made you cry?
Yeah, I'm like tearing up right now thinking about it.
No, but you didn't tear up at the ghost dad?
No, that was nice, but it didn't get me quite as big. Man, the Bills do a lot of social media posts.
A man was polishing his car. His 4-year-old son scratched lines on car by stone. In anger, the man hit son's hand. The child lost his finger. Dad, when will finger... I Googled saddest stories and this came up. Dad, when will my finger grow back? Man was hurt and became speechless. He went back, kicked the car, and saw a child had written, "Love you, Dad."
Oh, I think I found it.
No one cared about my sad story at all. I mean, at this point, we could have gone to the game and asked them to recreate the moment.
I got it. Wait. Okay, start over. Ready?
Josh Allen. Is this like a hospital thing?
Yes.
Cute.
Like, I don't know if these kids are going to die or what, but they're sick.
Oh. She doesn't get much hugs.
Yeah. She's going to cry. They're making his cleats that he's going to wear, and he eventually breaks an NFL record in.
This is such a man video. By the way, Charles only shows me videos that are over 3 minutes long as well. No. I'm finishing it off. I'm committing. This has to be a man thing. I'm watching literally an Adele commercial right now. They're going through a laptop.
It's a vlog.
It's definitely a vlog.
Yeah, it's like a little vlog.
He's having a documentary on sick kids.
Yeah, he goes to, I mean, it's a whole history with that hospital.
Oh, there's a history. There's a history here.
But that little boy, how he's just like,
I mean, the
like, he
video's
knows
so
my
long,
name.
the kids are getting sicker in it. Josh, I mean, this is. I'm telling you, we haven't got. Now we're showing shoes. This is insane. We're going to put this video up. It's too long to put up. Unfortunately, it's too long. We're going to get flagged. But we're going to have to put bits of it up because it is. I mean, boy, men can yap. Listen up.
He lets the little kids design his cleats.
I see what's happening.
And then he wore the cleats in a historic football game.
Did we have to watch the thought process?
I mean, it's.
Could we have?
It's all. I was just like.
Look, Chuck's feeling personally twiggled.
The other one's good. The other one's
so
much.
Mad when he
Let me
shows
see.
me a long video.
I got it.
No. I'm finishing this one up. I need to see the beauty I just imagine you
the-
crying to these kids
The
designing
beginning,
sneakers.
it was the beginning part that really got
the
me.
beginning made you cry?
Yeah, when he's like, "Who you looking for?" and they're like, "Josh Allen," and then they turn around and they see him, and the little boy is like, "Oh my god!"
That I don't know why I felt nothing.
Oh,
Is that evil?
it just makes me well up right now when I heard it again.
No, that didn't do nothing for me. That
Okay,
didn't
wait.
that didn't make me well up. I'm trying to think of a video that would make me well up. What videos made me cry?
Let me get you this other one.
Am I touching it?
No, can you talk into it?
Babe, this thing's drooping.
It sucks. It's
We need new mics. What videos made me cry, dude? I can only think of ones that have made me laugh or made me angry. I get like, military dads coming home, like the kids seeing them.
Yeah,
Those will get me.
that'll do it. That'll get me.
But the fact that you were crying to that sneaker one is pretty bizarre.
It's not a
I'm
sneaker
not gonna
one.
lie.
It's
No.
my cause, my cleats. The little sick kids designed his fucking cleats that he wore and broke an NFL record. And those are like historical cleats that are going to go in the Hall of Fame now. They didn't know that
Yeah.
at the time, but
Well, it was the magic of those sick kids.
yeah. And imagine being that kid that you get to like, he
I
wore my
made those
cleat.
shoes.
Yeah, that makes me cry.
It was
right now.
my magic that made him win. It was my
No,
magic.
Josh Allen is so nice to little kids, and he doesn't give autographs to adults,
Oh,
which is
I like
a
that.
great. But also, here's where you can get in trouble with that. What if they're you got to do that.
So if you
those-
really want a Josh Allen
you got to go.
autograph, you got to get your acting skills on.
You got to. If I'm just saying
You
though, you got
gotta
to give
roll in.
those types of adults
Passes.
some passes. Yeah, exactly. Because
Those are yeah.
So I
yeah,
think
those are
I'm not
passes.
saying Josh Allen discriminates against mentally
Would
challenged
you
people.
Munchausen a kid just at a chance to meet Josh Allen?
Great question.
I would use my niece and nephew to do that for sure, if that's what you mean.
You'd send them in.
I'd send my nephew. in
Josh
there and say,
Allen, where you?
like, stop being a pussy and get in there and talk to Josh Allen.
Would you use your blindness to get to Josh Allen?
No, that's one thing I could not abide doing. And actually, if he did talk to me because I was blind, I'd be like, "You're only talking to me because I'm blind."
Would that make you not a fan of him?
No, it would just make me sad about myself. Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna get this one. This one's gonna get you.
Now he's gonna make me cry.
This one's gonna get you.
You're not gonna get me, dude. I already almost got with the ghost story. That was it. And I also love seeing videos of people's dreams coming true. Like if someone gets like the golden button on American Idol.
Oh, those ones. Yeah,
And
I
it's
guess.
an old person, that's like, I've been scared to sing. I've only been doing it in my room for 30 years. This is my first. And then they fucking are like opera singers, and then they get the golden button. And then he's like, my wife, she should have been here. She loved my singing. That shit, that'll get me. Old people that are alone make me really sad.
Old people that alone make me very sad.
Yeah, that does something to me. You ever seen an old person eating alone? Woo!
Yes.
That'll make you
haunts me.
feel. That'll make you feel.
I just feel like
sad.
I'm looking in the future. That's what's scary about it.
Dude, it is scary. One time I was crying to my therapist, and I said, "I feel like I'm just gonna die alone." And he said, "Maybe you will."
Yep, my therapist said that too.
He said that too.
My therapist? It's a girl. She goes like, that's not, that happens to many people or something like that.
Yeah, he's like, people die alone all the time. I'm like, that's not what I wanted to fucking. That's not what I want to hear.
God, I can't believe I can't find this now.
I can't believe you're still looking.
I'm sorry.
actually
No, I was
shocked.
it's one of those things where I'm high and I became like in a gridlock and I needed to find it.
It's okay. You can make me cry another time.
Okay.
We'll rain check the tears.
No,
Wait.
bring me back. Engage me to the old
Okay,
people
we
eating
were
alone.
talking Christmas. My favorite Christmas present.
Oh my
fuck,
God,
dude.
Now imagine. Can I make a scenario up that would make you cry?
Yeah.
An old man putting a wreath on his wife's grave on Christmas
Oh my God. Yeah.
in the snow. In the snow.
No. Yeah. That'll do it.
Got her.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Is this good? Is this just you acting? Are you doing good
No.
acting?
That really made me emotional.
I still got it.
If I could act and cry that quickly,
That made you cry that quickly?
yeah,
Man,
that
I'm
made me
good.
cry. That was
That
really
makes me
sad.
go like, I guess I should
Because
quit
now I'm
comedy
thinking
and do
about
poems
that,
or something.
There's probably gonna be so many people.
I did it. I should write sad things more. Look at how good I am at it. I'm really good at sad stuff. What am I over here trying to make people
There's gonna be
laugh
so
for?
many people sad
Keep
this
going,
Christmas
keep
because
going.
someone they love is fucking died.
Yeah. Look at how good I am.
Okay, you got
I
me.
got her. Look at that. Remember she's talking trash about Josh Allen?
Yeah, those fucking stupid sick kids didn't do it. They're still alive.
I knew how to.
Oh, it's
She
the
also
death
had
that
to
gets
picture
me.
her own grave and Chuck over it with a wreath. No, that'll cheer her
No,
up.
me and Chuck are gonna live a very long life, and we're
And
both
die
gonna die
at the same time.
120 and 123 with him inside of me, surrounded by our children.
120. Oh, because he's older.
I'm older.
It's actually
Oh.
mathematically impossible.
No, I'm gonna die at 123. You're gonna die at 120, and
You're
we're
younger? How is that?
Yeah, he's younger than
I did
me,
not know that.
and he's gonna be inside of me. And we're gonna be surrounded by our children.
Damn.
They're not gonna. See
I have a
that
joke
part. We'll
about
be
that.
under a blanket.
Do you get buried whilst inside?
Yeah.
You stay inside for eternity.
I want to be attached for eternity.
You decompose inside.
He was not. He's looking at the floor right now. He wasn't
He's
even looking.
dissociating.
He's disassociating. Dude, that really got me. Someone putting a wreath on a tombstone during the holiday season. In the snow, an old man. Dude, that makes me so sick. You know what's crazy is like when old people are together for so long and one dies, like they
And
must
then the
be
other one
like-
dies like immediately.
Well, I think that's a happier ending.
Sure.
Dude, I had an aunt and an uncle who were together since high school, and they were really old, and they were so in love and so cute. And literally, last time I saw them, they were like in their 80s, but like shooting tequila and drinking and smoking cigars together all night, and like
That's fun.
sitting on each other's laps and
Hell
like
yeah.
still like kind of flirting and making out and stuff.
How old were they?
Like in their 80s, and they
Because I
both-
was wondering, does that shut down? Will I not give a shit about, like, even if I have a wife or whatever, would I be like, I don't care about getting my dick wet?
well, at least the kissing and stuff, I think.
Yeah, the
lasts.
affection. Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
nice.
the affection and liking each other. But yeah, I think eventually you get too old to fuck. But I think they still had sex.
Yeah.
And my friend Katie, her grandparents, they were in their 80s and they had sex every Sunday.
My grandparents had separate beds, like Ozzy and Harriet
I had some
style.
family that did that. Some people do
I
that.
think that's for like literally just like sleep quality after a while because you're like, get the fuck away, or like they're snoring or something.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they
And you just don't care about fucking anymore. So you're like, give me my own bed.
Yeah, but they were really old, and then he always said he was gonna himself if she died first. He was like, I'm literally not living without her.
Yeah.
It's not. And then they hid it from him, so he didn't himself.
How,
I don't know if I should be telling this story.
how long did they hide it?
I think currently, maybe.
So he just doesn't know she's dead. She's just like, she's at the store. What?
Yeah, he's old enough.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We might have to cut this story.
That's all right. Let's go back to the fact that I made Kim cry like on a dime.
Dude, I can't even. I'm trying to think of a sadder story to tell you.
Can't outsad me. I got him for days.
Ooh, dude, you know, this woman got me on TikTok the other day. She was this Indian woman.
I mean,
who-
I just make mine up. These are just
No, yeah, that
fan-
was sick that it came from your heart.
and imagination.
But this lady got me on TikTok the other day. It was an Indian woman who married her high school sweetheart. They were together for 38 years.
Mhm.
They had twin daughters together. He was always controlling and abusive. And then finally, when the girls were getting ready to go to college, she was like, I'm divorcing you. And then he killed the girls and then himself. But he killed the twin daughters when they were 17. He called the wife one day and was like, I want to get back together. And she was like, no, I don't want to get back together. And then he was like, I'm going to kill myself. And then she was like, I'm coming home, or I'm coming over to your house. They were already living in separate houses. And the girls lived with him because he was being all controlling about when they could see the mom. And then she came in the living room. She said she thought one of her daughters was sleeping. She just walked in real quick and went to where the husband was. And he had a gun to his head. And she was like, don't do it, please, the girls. And he was like, they're already dead. And he was like, and I want you to live and suffer. And he shot her in the leg and then shot
oh my
himself.
God, it's like Game
And
of
then
Thrones
Killed
shit.
himself. And now I just follow her on TikTok. She's just like this woman, and all she does is post videos of her daughters. And like every holiday, she'll post like all the things. It's like no more pumpkin, no more patches, no more treats, no more tricking, no more
What if I just start?
candies. Yeah, dude. It was
No, that's like a terrible. Like, that's not sad. That's like, oh, that's the darkest story I've ever heard.
It is pretty dark.
And now she's just in a prison of like, I guess I'll do social media today.
Yeah, she's like, I guess I'll post about how much I miss them again.
And yeah, she does the thing with her 3D, like her head comes up and it's a picture of her kids. Like, this is my daughter who was brutally murdered by.
Yeah, you know the TikTok.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
TikTok,
yeah.
dude. You know, it's that song. I think God heard you coming.
I don't know that song. It sounded like
Yeah.
Lion King.
I've been really obsessed with this lady
It's
on
all
TikTok.
like, it's the Wicked song, Defy Gravity or whatever.
I've been obsessed with this lady called Ash Trevino on TikTok.
Who's that?
And she's this 34-year-old. Where does she live in Texas, babe? Fort Worth? I think she lives in Fort Worth, Texas. She's 34 years old. She lives in government housing. She has had custody on and off with her two teenage daughters, and they kind of live like half with her parents and half with her. And she is originally went viral for being a inmate hopper, which means she was dating inmates and like doing it live on TikTok, like calling them on live and doing the like FaceTimes on
Can't we
live.
just have someone for ourselves?
And and now she's like gone crazy viral, and she's like absolutely out of control, and she's getting hammered, and she's like 34, and she's like flirting with this 19-year-old on TikTok that looks like 16, that was her daughter's TikTok crush, and she was like sucking her own nipples on live for him. And I'm obsessed with the whole storyline. She's gonna
Was
lose
this
her
one supposed to be
kids
like, I'm like,
that would be funny if you started crying right now.
I'm just like, that one got me.
Yeah, dude.
I'm trying to think of one more thing to make.
Yeah, give me one more to close out on.
Let's see.
Tear me. Let's see if you could get me one
Let's
more
see
time.
what gets you.
God, I'm still recovering from that wreath one. That one really did it.
Yeah, I don't know that I can top that one
That
necessarily.
one was so good.
Yeah, I
Come
know.
on, hit
I know
me
it gets
again.
ya.
Hit me again.
Well, it's like it would just be a similar trope, and you know it's coming now.
Unless you think of something different.
I know it's gonna take a minute.
Yeah, get sadder, get deeper in your head. Imagine that girl on your shoulders.
All right,
That did it.
I got one.
Okay.
All right. Imagine, because there is many people that are going to be sitting in a dismal hospital bed on Christmas, staring at the door, hoping anyone comes to visit them. And as the day dwindles and that door opens, it's always the nurse just checking in.
You know what?
You're acting. There's no way.
No, I hate to say it. Pretty much anything where one person's being abandoned.
I know. That's what I said. I know the tropes. I had to come up with a new angle. I could write a Goosebumps to make you
Anyone
cry.
being left or not loved? Yeah, that'll get me.
I could just write a series of short stories that specifically makes Kim cry.
Well, Josh, thank you so much for coming on my podcast.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone. I really hope that you're with a loved one today. And if you're not, I love you. I hope that's enough.
God.
Guys,
I'm going to start a different career path.
where can people find you?
My show just came out today also on Christmas. You can find me on Twitch all this week because I'm not doing any podcast till like the 7th of January. I can't fucking wait.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I thought I was already out of the woods, and then you dragged me back in with this one. But
It's a quick one.
no, of course. But no, then yeah, watch my show or whatever.
Josh Potter Show. Come buy tickets to his shows. Make sure you check them out.
Yeah. Hopefully I get more of those.
Hell yeah, same, brother. KimCongdon.com for show dates, and Charles MILF on YouTube, Magic Frank Show on Netflix, This Bitch with Sarah Wineshank, and we will see you next week. Bye. Merry Christmas.